happening, guys? Chris VA Travels back here in the western part of the state. I'm in Giles County and visiting the Johnston house. Got a Patreon request on this one and it looks pretty neat. Old federal home built back in 1829. Yeah, so I'm going to tour the inside. There's a museum back there. There's an old doctor's office. So yeah, quite a bit to see. And you'll see it's just a simple 5-bay brick building. And just kind of a good example of maybe just an upper class, just kind of upper middle class home, I guess, from the kind of antebellum period. Oh, and before I get going, I should let you know, they're open Friday and Saturdays, 1 until 5 p.m. Today is actually the last day of the season, but they are open. It looks like that's some sort of kind of Christmas event. They have an open house you'll see in middle of December, but they open back up in the springtime. And yeah, we're not too far from the Giles County Courthouse. You'll see the cupola back there. And one of these mountains is Angel Rest Mountain, but as you see, we're kind of in a valley apparently because we're surrounded by mountains. And I'm on a little bit of a ridge. You see the wind blowing. But yeah, let me go up and do a walk around. You'll see the little alley right here leading up to it, and just kind of a simple little portico right here. Nothing too fancy. And you'll see a little bit of a Flemish bond brickwork. And you'll have your center passage right there, I can already tell you. So here it is, 1829, like I say, the Johnston house. And the Johnstons, they were real big movers and shakers. Andrew Johnston lived here. He and his brother David built the house. And they also gridded out the town. It was gridded out 1806. And it was just called the Giles Courthouse at the time. And then, like I say, Andrew Johnston lived here. He died 1838. And when he died, this sat on approximately 50 acres. You'll see a storm cellar over here. And that building looks like it'd be kind of a cupola on top of a building. Yeah, so the entrance would have led to the kitchen below. The original kitchen, but then a newer kitchen. This add-on was built in 1857. So, and then it was updated in the 1940s. You can tell it's a little bit newer. But yeah, there were no stairs going from the kitchen to the upper levels, so you would have to walk outside and then walk inside for the to serve the food. And of course, you had enslaved labor back then, and you know it got pretty cold out here in the mountains. So. Yeah, and this was the, yeah, you see these cedar shingles up on here. And yeah, this octagon building, it was actually the cistern. And the water was collected coming off the roof. And you'll see where this is where you would pump it out. A little trap right there, trapping something. I think she said that, I talked to the lady, there was some sort of raccoon infestation. So catching some raccoons maybe. And then, oops, back here, a little kind of herb garden, or this might have been a medicinal garden possibly, because Andrew Johnston's son was a doctor. I went to UVA, went to that Jefferson Medical School up there in Philadelphia. And yeah, his medical office was right over there. I'll get to that. Okay, again, museum right there. And that barn back there, that houses a bunch of farm equipment. I'll walk through there. But some berries growing on that tree. Okay, yeah, let me walk over and take a look at the this little medical office. Oh, all right, yeah, a little stone foundation you'll see over here. And just weatherboard over here. Okay, side entrance, little stoop right here. Oh, some windows up in the attic, some small little windows. And let me walk across. This was the originally a carriage house turned into a garage, and now it's just a research center. They got some, they've got county records in there. So anybody doing any genealogy work, and they're open, yeah, same hours, Friday and Saturday, 1 until 5 p.m. So yeah, give them a call if you want to get inside. But yeah, so doctor's office over here. Oh, something neat, I'll tell you, there was a skirmish here, 1862. And two presidents, it would have been Lieutenant Colonel Rutherford B. and then William McKinley, both used this as a headquarters, used this as an office during the for about 4 days during the battle/skirmish. And you'll see this thing was built in 1857. So yeah, same time as the kitchen. So it looks like they really did some upgrades about that time. But yeah, I'll go in there. Yeah, you'll see those cedar shingles. It's got a little fireplace, and this is an add-on in the back. So it was originally just this front portion, kind of a dilapidated barn right there. And then a couple little plaques over here. Let me go over and check this out. So this stepping stone right here was over at the Pearisburg livery. I'm not sure what a livery is, but yeah, you just step on it as you exit, you know, your carriage, your horse and buggy, just so you don't get your shoes dirty. These gristmill stones are from the Dave Bolton Mill in Kimballton, Virginia, circa 1850, and it was later known as the Kimballton Mill. Some information right here. It was near Caldwell Store, 1901 to 1926, in the Kimballton Post Office. Water to furnish power for the mill was from the Big Stony Creek and Lick Branch. All right, cool guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the house tour. Like I say, also tour that doctor's office and check out the museum. Alright, made it inside. And to tell you, this is the oldest brick building in Giles County. Take a look at this drawer pull. And almost everything in this room is original. This china set is original. And even though the house was built in 1829, it's furnished to look how it was in 1900. Like I say, all of this was owned by the Johnston family. Room was heated with fireplace heat. Here's a section of the original wall. And not sure if that's wallpaper or concrete looking at. China cupboard over here. It was made by a local craftsman in the mid 1800s. Another china cupboard over here, and this thing is massive. Small little silver cabinet over here. And you'll see this is where they kept the good stuff. And their initials engraved on the handles there. And you get a better look over here. Written in fancy cursive, can't quite tell what letter it is. I'm not sure if that's a J. But pretty nice. Cool, take a walk around the kitchen. And this is the attachment that was originally built, like I said, 1857 and upgraded it in the 1940s. So, not modern, but fairly modern. And this oven looks like an oven that would have been in my house when I was a kid. An old refrigerator over here. You see the eggs back here, and to the left would have been the ice box. They would have put blocks of ice they would have cut from the local creek or river in there to keep things cold. Pretty interesting items back here. Cedar polish. And are those green beans in there? Okay. Old thermometer. Interesting. Bunch of blocks of cheese, kind of random. Check out this old range over here. And it looks like it's detached from the wall. Over here it says damper control. And this says check control and draft control. And you know it would be hot working over top of this thing. And a bunch of neat contraptions throughout this thing. And this is where you would boil water. And so you would always have hot water available to make tea, coffee, or whatever else. And over here, just a basic oven. And over there, yeah, obviously the side of the hot water tank. And down there, just kind of a little kind of warming oven, little compartment down there for, I don't know what, bread or whatever. And just kind of a firebox here for the warming units above. Like I say, all kinds of contraptions. Majestic Manufacturing Company. Okay, then down here, yeah, just put your coals. Another kind of just firebox down there. And just some shards up here. Maybe they found those out back. And check out this old iron. And yeah, it looks like that's how you would heat it up. Put it on top of the oven. Walking into the gentleman's parlor, what would be today considered the living room, kind of the main parlor where you would entertain friends and guests. And we've got a Chippendale desk over here, a drop front desk with a medical book. So this must have been used by Harvey. And a fancy book on French over here. So, okay, surgery. Check out this little side table, and is that a cigar box? I'm not sure what that is, but okay, pretty nice velvet armchair over here. And is that mahogany? Check out the designs on the apron down here. Little flowers, another flower, and you've got your cabriolet. And then over here, just kind of a little pedestal table with a marble top. Don't know who they are, but I'll just let you know this is Royal Limoges wallpaper. So yeah, just going strong with the French theme. Wow, check out the back on this chair. And it's got kind of a medieval vibe to it. And you'll see down here, okay, the bottom lifts up. And over here, this piano hinge desk. And is that a paper opener? 19th century sofa over here, and this is just something that's on loan from somebody here in the community. Give you a close-up. Oh, and I should let you know, pretty nice curtains. The walls here are 22 inches thick, going from here into the outside. Yeah, just some old radiators. In the central hallway, as you see. And back here, door going down to the basement. And remember, the original kitchen was down in the basement. It ran along the front of the house, just underneath. And we've got a little two-seater settee, and you can see this thing's a little bit more modern. This hat rack is original to the house. Transom window up here, and you'd let that thing down to let a cross breeze blow through, and big old key over here. A couple of these old black silhouette pictures that used to be popular back then. Check out this piano. This thing looks pretty sturdy. This piano is from New York, and it traveled from New York to Richmond via train, and then from Richmond to here in Pearisburg by horse and buggy. And yeah, could you imagine poor horses having to lug this thing over the mountains to get here? And then it ended up sitting in the Western Hotel in the lobby, which was a little further down Main Street here in town. And you'll see this trim here, hand painted. And yeah, hand painted just below the ceiling, right above as well. In this corner chair over here, pretty neat. You've got kind of that woven rush seating there. Bust of Dr. Harvey Green II. And back here you'll see a little bit of water damage they're working on. All right, guys, I'll be quiet, pan around, and let you take a look at the rest of the furniture. And I'll let you know all the furniture in the room, except for the doctor's desk that you'll see here in a minute, are all on loan from people in the community. Yeah, here it is, the doctor's desk. And she opened it up for me, just a few compartments in there. Upstairs in the master bedroom, and you see the wide floorboards down here. Same as down in the women's parlor. Big old trunk over here. Looks like the trunk belonged to Hiram and Rose Davis. And there they are. He's got a nice part in his hair. So, and yeah, all right. So we're going to have Rose's wedding dress right here. And yeah, I guess this was before white was a tradition for wedding dresses. But looks pretty nice. And pretty fancy shoes right there. I'm sure that looks like they took a minute to lace up. Cool shell design on this pool right here, and yeah, giant chiffero with pretty neat inlay. So just kind of a storage area back there. And yeah, washstand over here. Some more upholstered armchairs over here. Let you take a look at. And kind of a smaller trunk over here. Wow, check this out. I'd be curious to know where this was made. And definitely unique. I have never seen one like it. And Maiden's Meditation, it says.
Yeah, check out this headboard. I'm willing to bet this was made or this was purchased from the same place as that medieval looking chair downstairs. And cool, nice crocheted blanket. The docent had told me this took 1,000 hours to knit. Pretty unique baby's crib over here. It folds up. And yeah, check out this trim. And here's a demonstration. And this desk is actually from the Giles County Courthouse. It's a treasurer's desk. And remember, Dr. Harvey's desk is inside in the parlor right now. They moved it in there. Dr. Harvey was a surgeon for the Confederacy, so he was away when the skirmish came to town, when Rutherford B. Hayes, the 23rd Ohio, and William McKinley arrived. So yeah, just the lady of the house was here. And yeah, pretty neat looking at an old desk. Lots and lots of compartments in here. And what is that? A little memo pad maybe. Up here it just says this is a packing box. And okay, so who knows if this stuff is legit. It might be a bunch of snake oil, but you've got different medicines and tonics and whatever else up here. A couple pill bottles, it looks like. The picture a little higher up, that's Rutherford B. Hayes with his arm on the stand. Like I say, Lieutenant Colonel of the 23rd Ohio. And there's a young William McKinley. Wow, check out this old dentist chair. It's not a place where I'd want to be sitting. And degree over here. I know Harvey went to UVA. This says Richmond, so I'm not sure. Maybe it was his son. And this spinning wheel right here, that would power the drill. And I'll tell you, the dentist chair, it's not original. It was donated by a local dentist. A lot of these medical texts were used by Dr. Harvey Green. Up here we've got a picture of Mary Priscilla Fowler Halsey Johnston, and she's the mother of Dr. Harvey Green Johnston right here. Old picture of it right here. And I like how in these old writings they would always call Union soldiers Yankees. Here he is, Dr. Harvey Green Johnston the First. We're in the back part of the office, that add-on, and it looks like just a lot of storage back here. And again, a lot of these items were donated from local doctors and pharmacists. So it looks like a lot were donated by this Dr. Williams down here. I guess that's an old camera. And these pictures go back circa 1928, and they all sat in Dr. Love's office here in Pearisburg until it closed. And quite a collection of urinals back here. Back here, some sort of electroshock. Not sure what this would have been used for, but I'm pretty sure it was some sort of quack medicine. A really old wheelchair over here. Looks like something maybe FDR would have been sitting in. Looks like some sort of picture from the Saturday Evening Post, but I know it's not. All right, so this is original. This is Dr. Harvey Johnston II's actual medical bag. Some camphor balm over here. Yeah, just an ointment for pain relief. Witten drugs. Okay, yeah, more anti-pain oil. Dr. Davidson, it said. Plenty of doctor's bags. I hope I'm not going on too long, but I find this stuff interesting. And yeah, another doctor's bag, so I guess this is what he carried with him when he was making house calls. And yeah, that all looks pretty old down here. Yeah, nurse's uniform, and you could tell the rank by the number of stripes on their hat. And back here in autoclave, just used to sterilize instruments. And there you go. Here's the tank right here.
Oh, cool. So we're in a garage back here with a bunch of farm equipment. Over here we've got a blacksmith's press. And I've seen this used to make brooms at other museums. Okay. Speaking of brooms, and they would use this to help twist a little metal wire in there to hold the bristles on. Pretty neat. Just all your typical plows and saws, and yeah, saddles and whatnot. What is this? Cement water pipe. And over here, this is a noise maker. Okay. Crank that thing. Interesting. Oh, we've got a side saddle over here for the ladies. Pretty cool. Oh, all right, another one. That's pretty interesting. Old kind of little side bag there or something. Pretty neat. Check it out over here. We've got an old hearse, A. Vest and Sons, and they're still in operation. And this thing still runs. It was in their big bicentennial parade. It was driven in here. So pretty cool. And you see this thing was kind of handcrafted. And in the back, you'll see the casket, kind of smaller. It was made for a teenager. And you'll see how they kind of locked it in with these little pegs. And you see the little rollers right here, so you could slide it in. Let me take a look side of old Ford, you see. Okay, little, I don't think that's the speedometer, but oh yeah, you see the little pedals down there. And check out the windshield goes up and down. Almost looks like those are wooden wheels. Oh, you see the little crank right there, and yeah, going back to 1926, it says. Pretty, okay, so if you want to read, okay, old Model T, right, yeah. Model T hearse, pretty neat. The first motorized hearse used by the Avest and Sons Funeral Home. The oldest still operating family-owned business in Giles County. Well, there you go. Yeah, old spinning wheel over here. These have been in use for 2,500 years. Wow. Okay, kind of a smaller one over here. Yeah, you see augers and whatnot. Over here, a corn cutter. Pretty neat. Check out lawnmower over here. I guess that was for just pesticides and whatnot. Big old, all right, so you kind of have an edger right here, another lawnmower, pretty cool. Oh yeah, cider press over here. Yeah, growing apples was a really big thing out here. You can pause and read. Over 100 years old. Oh yeah, just a blower right here. Oh, check it out, there's a bear trap down here. It was used up on Big Stony Creek. Wow, okay, I'm surprised they don't have little teeth on it. You see the shocks right here. Horsehair blanket circa 1860. A portable foot warmer, all right, so they were riding in luxury. You see the little step up right there. Okay, so this was William Johnston's. You can pause and read. This buggy belonged to my grandfather, Will Johnston. What do we have over here? Circa 1926, this little wagon. Oh, here's a picture of it. Oh, cool, all right. There it is. What was this? Cost $12. It looks like back in 1919. Wow. Okay, another kind of the station wagon of carriages, it looks like. Oh, you see the brake right here. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Again, shocks right there. Pretty nice. Over here we've got a shaving horse. And here it is in use. This gentleman right here making something. Also known as a drawing horse. Pretty big museum. I'm down on the basement level. And this is just kind of a recreation of the old Johnston Brothers Apple store. And like I say, they would ship these out all over the country. Big old stuffed turkey right there. I imagine that's real. I don't know. I can't tell. The head I think might look fake. I don't know. But this mule's yoke was crafted by Mr. Mose Adams Sr. Made in 1928 and was to stop mules from jumping their fences. Here's an old picture right here. A little spittoon right here. Okay, just kind of hang out and play some checkers. And yeah, a bunch of kettles. Check it out over here, an old Maytag washer. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Run your load, wring it out, and then probably put it up on the clothesline to dry out. Oh yeah. Little press and yeah, little wash tub it looks like. Old encyclopedia set. That's pretty neat. And what is this? Baptist Church, 1850. Okay. This window comes from the Giles County Courthouse, which is right down the road. A lot of panes on that thing. All right, here we go. So it looks like this thing was white at one time. This is the Goodwin Stanley Thacker House. Looks like that would have been an add-on back there. Just a big old 3-bay house. Just point out some of these old buildings. Old church, Stony Creek Lutheran Church, circa 1790. Okay. Bethel Methodist Lutheran Church, Craig County, 1869. And then I'll just point out the Green Valley Church in Eggleston, 1883 until 1931. Sergeant Edward Brown Hedrick. There he is in uniform. One of 3 state troopers in Virginia. He was the only state trooper from the area, which originally encompassed Giles, Bland, Tazewell, Russell, and eastern Wythe County. Okay. Oh, all right. Old state trooper's uniform. Pretty nice. Pretty cool boots over here. Old family home, 1872. Yeah, just a typical farmhouse. Okay, so this thing over here, it's the Leeds and Northrop Type S test set, 5300. Pretty interesting contraption. And of course your old telephone over here. Crank it on the side. Looks like this area over here is dedicated to some veterans. Honor Roll from Ripplemead, Virginia, World War II. Everybody who served. Oh, check it over here. This is World War I, huh? 1918. Red Cross. Whoa, Korean War. Leonard McDaniel. 17th Infantry. Oh, the North Korea flag, huh? Check it out over here. Old water tank here. The Narrows Fire Department. And this thing would be pulled by a horse, you see. You can pause real quick and read. But yeah, pretty small tank. Okay, some equipment from the fire department. Oh, MSA chin type gas mask. Interesting. Pretty neat down here, a precursor to a record player. And yeah, you see that little cylinder in there? Yeah, that's how they played music, I guess. And you had the little grooves on the cylinders inside of these containers. You'll see the Edison Blue Ambrel record. So yeah, pretty neat. Each one of those would play a different tune. So yeah, that thing's going way back. Check out this wheelchair over here, pretty interesting. Pretty neat. And then this piano, it's from the saloon down the street. You see little foot pedals down there. It's a pretty neat little stool, actually, claw and ball feet. And you can imagine somebody going to town on that thing. Out of Detroit. Wow, pretty neat. It's got a mirror on it. Cool. Pretty neat. We've got a replica of the house. Bricks are more pronounced here. And pretty neat little walkout porch right there. And yeah, okay, you've got that little octagon kind of cistern. Okay, well, the doctor's office. I think the lady said that's upstairs, but yeah, you'll see the attachment in the back, that kitchen that was added on. So, pretty neat model. Over here we've got a brass diesel locomotive bell, circa 1941. And you know that thing made some noise. Oh, here we go. Norfolk and Western Railroad off that Virginia and Tennessee line. Actually, a few things over here. Freight station office right there, New River Valley. Yard office. Okay, here we are right there. Big old quilt over here that was made for the bicentennial. Just made by the ladies group here in town. And you'll see, of course, the courthouse right there. Covered bridge over Sinking Creek, which I visited. And this gun, too, is from the 200-year anniversary. Pretty nice. Engraving right there, Giles County, 10 of 10. Pretty neat display on Camp Life. And check out this uniform. This was Thomas Alexander Mahood, born here in Giles County, 1838. He was in the Giles Light Artillery. Enlisted 1861. Check out the buttons. Dr. William McCombs over here with a big old beard. Another rocking beard right there. Oh, alright. Old compass. Pretty neat. Found at Mountain Lake. Alright. Oh, Virginia Treasury note. Pretty cool. $1. Oh, this guy hanging out in camp. That's not an original photo, is it? No, I don't think it is. It's too clear. But yeah, check out this belt buckle. Oh, ammunition bag over here. Looks like this cabinet's full of receipts. Whitegate Supply Company. Over here, dry goods and general merchandise, J.D. Eden. Does that say cigarettes? $15 or 1.5? Oh, how random is this? This is from Sailor's Creek. I visited that a couple weeks ago. My great-great-grandfather was actually captured there, taken up to Maryland. Point Lookout. Captured 3 days before the war ended. Dr. Anderson switchboard. And it was made by Dr. Francis Anderson. Oh, there it is in use right there. Links 146 families along Waller's Creek. Alright, we'll take a walk inside the bookkeeper's office at the Eggleston Bank. Oh, big safe right here. And what is this? Early adding machine. You see where you pull that lever down. Dalton instruction book. If you want to learn how to use it. Oh yeah, out of Richmond. It seems like all these safes that I see, these big safes in Virginia, are all made in Richmond. The Eggleton Springs Hotel, circa 1800s. Okay, 1862 currency. This is cash from the branch bank of the Old Dominion at Pearisburg. Pretty cool ship right there. Yeah, the Virginia seal. Some more of these banknotes up here. Okay, so here's the Eggleston Bank. All the guys have their hats on. All right, sign from the J.H. Hunter's Jewelry Store in Eggleston. And a little tiny typewriter down here. Small little keys. Over here, some ice cream fixtures with the old Coke bottles. The old thick glass fixtures from the ice cream parlor of Ketch Kingry. And a wicker baby buggy, 1889. Sewing machine over here, 1872. And this is a Wheeler Wilson. Not familiar with them. Of course, your Singer over here. I don't see a date on this one. $18.95 Mother Hubbard nightgown. Muffin tins back there. Crockery. A cabbage slicer, huh? For kraut. Cool. Some bonnets over here from the 1930s. Keep the sun out of your face. I guess you would tie hers up so it wouldn't blow off. And stoneware over here from the 1860s. The company that produced this jug was called Rice and Boyers. Yeah, it's washboard, a corn mill over here. Yeah, grandma shaving some corn. Soap stirrer. Interesting. Oh, old sweeper. Some borax. Pretty neat items in here. This George Washington print hung in Dr. Ahalt's office at the King Johnson School when it was a high school. This is the old Narrow School from 1908. Nice brick building. Some little porcelain figures over here going back to 1880. And what is she serving? Some fish? Interesting. She's got something on her head. And what is this? A Turkish boy, 1775. Meeson figurine. I'm going to have to look that up. Meeson plates. Down here. Okay, yeah, I've seen figures similar to these before. The monkey band. Meeson floral urn over here. And a cobalt blue urn. This guy over here playing his fife. These go back to 1850. Serpent handles. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up. Neat old piano over here. Are these little candle holders? Interesting. This hat going back to 1906. Worn by James William Bain. Okay, 1956. Velvet cloak hat. Well, if you want to see the census from 1860, this fish weather vane right here was on the cupola at the courthouse right down the road. It was shot up in 1862 during the skirmish here in town. Union soldiers would shoot at it, I guess, just for the heck of it, just for target practice and just to see if they could hit it. But looks like a duplicate was put up in the 1980s. I'm not too familiar with the battle, or I should say skirmish that occurred here, but you'll see on May 10th, 1862, there's the Confederate Brigadier General Henry Heth. And yeah, again, two presidents, Rutherford B. Hayes, he was Lieutenant Colonel, and William McKinley were involved. So that's pretty interesting. So yeah, you can pause and read. But I know the Confederates pushed them out, and the objective, yeah, the 20th Ohio, led by Hayes, their objective was to take the Virginia and Tennessee rail line. That's about all I know about it. And this one was more of a battle over at Cloyd's Mountain. And you can pause and read if you want to learn more, but this is more towards the end of the war. And again, the objective was to take the rail line, the Virginia and Tennessee rail line. And you'll see Confederate Brigadier General over here, Alfred Jenkins. Some old buttons right here, Palmetto Guards. Pretty cool. Oh. Okay, just some cannonballs down here. All right, that's it for the Johnston house. And yeah, a lot to see. This is a great place to visit. It is off the beaten path. If you happen to be in the Radford, Blacksburg area, you could shoot out here, check it out. But yeah, guys, cool site. So I'm gonna get out of here. As always, like and subscribe. See you on the next one.